Hey gang, welcome back to the Irish Succession game once again. I'm your host of this leg, Harley, and seems that Bob got finished off a lot quicker than normal. We were made aware of the place. It was very unfortunate. I almost wonder if Eddie's sibling possibly trying to go for some. Uh, Either way, that's neither here nor there. Let's get into the usual thing. First off, we're gonna start off checking our little already spread. So we're doing all right on that. We have a good spread across the central Germanic area for sure. Still a little bit pockets there. France is the biggest resistor to it still, it seems. Followed by, oh yeah, well, Scandinavia is still having. Scandinavia lose some of the ground to some dissent, maybe? That's what it's kind of looking like here, but not sure. Either way, it looks like we don't really have any other heresies popping in areas, so that's a thing. Still have not been able to get Sardinia, and from what Bob was saying, that was, for the most part, a big thing where, yeah, vassals unfortunately did a lot more of the work for him because I passed over too much threat to him, which is very unfortunate. Stuff. We could sell the jewelry, but I'd rather it be for a lot more money. In the past, we've seen the potential to gain a bit more, but that's on like hindsight view that it would have been cheap to just wait after. So what we have here is we have good vassal limit size, which is pretty much needed for this. Case stewardship. And we bring our state stewardship to plus or to above 21. We did this, so I don't think we'd be able to get above 8 right now. And business offers you the option to get more stewardship overall. So to me, that is the decision. Rocked that yet, but it will. And we're not going to be actively trying to go into any wars soon. So I think, well, got a couple different options there that we might be able. Although it might be wise to invest in retinue, so that way people don't get too cheeky with what they think they're allowed to do against us. Also, we have our retinue way up here again. I don't know what they're doing there, but I trust Bob has a reason that he had him there. Because I know very well that Bob had, or I know very well that Atraitus. Ooh. Although I don't want to get people who are not sympathetic start questioning me. Oh, ooh, wow, that's already spiking. Take care of some of the smaller ones first, just because they're a lot more affordable. Someone who has a 92 opinion. Of course, they, at the very least, shouldn't be looking to stay in any factions against us. Oh, and council members, yes. Go ahead and do something about that. With him. Throw him in the sea. Okay. First, we'll start on the Kingdom of Norway for improving relations. And hope that he isn't going to just openly try to sabotage them. Let's build a war chest now. Kingdom prospers. Econ tech, I like it. Oh, that's probably why he had them sitting up there. Keep the retinue united. Accept that. Yeah, shit. I would have thought about that. He's probably one of the people who's already factioning against me anyways, so no worries. Diplomacy the hell out of her. Another crusade can be called in our lifetime, or most likely. Santiago. Hold on while I look for Santiago. Actually, I'm not going to worry too much. Sorry that it's taking a moment here. Shunt everything down on that. Yeah. Lettering changed, so I had to look for any gain, but if there is any gain, it's something that I don't. Look at that. The Umayyads are the Umayyads again. Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, baby. Really? He's chilling somewhere in here? I ain't even gonna question anything. It decides that he's somewhere over there for some reason. I ain't even gonna question it anymore, you know? Right? Hey, how's it going? Welcome, Battle Moth. Sorry about that. I did not check over chat. Yeah, so much Britannia. All the Britannia, in fact. Look at how much Lollardy we have now. The glorious spread of Lollardy. Right? Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking pretty fucking glorious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, just the fact that we almost have this entire western part of the map. I mean, fuck, when we carry this save over into Europa 4, oh, colonialism is gonna be great. You know, if he is not in a faction, whatever, if he is in a faction, this is gonna help. Right? That's gonna be so amazing. I can usurp that. Ooh. There we go. We're getting pretty close to being able to create Greece. I like it. You mean your internet is being the absolute best thing ever? Nice. I like it. I'm a fan of that. This guy's got some more years on him. Compared to, oh, well. Who can do more with the title? This guy has a lot more title. We're gonna give him the duchy. Yeah, one of the unfortunate things is we need to start turning kingdoms into viceroyalty kingdoms. See, the big things are we don't have to worry about a bunch of. My name is Anatolia. My name is Anatolia. How can I be of assistance? I like that. I like that. Fucking nice Smoking Aces reference there. Honestly, the biggest perk for being a Lollard will more so happen with the options for religion in what is it? In the EU4. The biggest thing though is, unlike Catholics, you can't just get excommunicated from your faith and thusly get constant attacks launched on you because the Pope doesn't like you. Speaking of the Pope not liking us, the Pope still exists somewhere. He doesn't have any holdings in here, but he's somewhere in Roma. Let me see if I can track down his religious head. Oh no. Oh, the current Serene Doge is a Lollard. Oh no, that is awesome. He's a filthy heretic, though. He's a filthy heretic, and wow. Honestly, though, I think Lollardy might possibly get a little bit of a facelift when the new expansion comes out. So that might be a thing. Now, at this point, I'm taking any friends as possible, because, as you see, there's a lot of people who are kind of alright with the idea of revolting. For one reason or another. Yeah. People keep wanting to break this amazing kingdom, or this amazing empire apart. The only thing I regret is that Bob got us changed over before we could get the Empire of Italy formed, and thusly form the HRE, and then form it as, form it and then convert it to Lollardy and be the Holy Lollard Empire, because that would have been just kind of amazing. Oh, yeah. Right now we got... Oh, what is this battle going on? Oh, nothing special, unfortunately. Who's Bulgaria fighting? Oh. Look at that, look at that. We just claimed the Kingdom of Africa. So now we gotta change some laws in regards with that. Gotta get it off of Gavelkind. I don't have any count or higher tier vassal with a negative opinion. Oh, yes! That's my specialty, brother. That is my specialty. Oh, who did you start as for Ireland? That's, as you can tell by the name of this video, this is in fact an Irish succession game. So that's where we started all this shit out of. We started it, funny enough, out of Ormond. We grew from Ormond, took this duchy, slowly started taking the rest of the island. Do you know how to prestige farm? Prestige farming is amazing and does really, really great things for you. Especially when you're tribal. Actually, prestige farming basically only exists if you're tribal, really. There we go. Now we've started to do the right thing. Okay. So, prestige farming and its virtues. Here's the big thing for you. Prestige farming is basically once you start gearing up for your wars, you try to pick tributary fights with your neighbors early on as Ireland. Now it's very important. Give me one moment here to find someone that I could technically declare war on. Okay. To do it as extort tribute. The extort tribute option is the one that makes someone pay you money, and when you go to war, you can call them into the war as well. So, if you establish tributary, they won't do anything all that special. They give you 15% of their levy and 20% of their income. They won't break free on your ruler's death, but you'd almost rather do that because, of course, when you win a war, you get prestige, hence the term prestige farming. So, as you start extorting tributes from your neighbors, you could honestly feel free to do that. Let's say your first couple leaders, if you have a really shit chancellor that can't complete any claims, you can really start to steamroll, and once you have, say, 3 or 4 nearby countries as vassals, and you have 1,000 prestige up here, it shouldn't. Tributary shouldn't. They might have worked that into something, but I don't believe it should. Because I know that they changed the tributary options even in vanilla for when they came out with the Dragon Throne. Maybe it requires the Dragon Throne DLC, I'm not sure. It shouldn't be, but if you don't see that as an option, tell me what options you do see when you do that, because maybe vanilla still just has the one tributary option. If it only has one tributary option, just highlight it and make sure that it says that the person can break free from your suzerain on death. Because that is what will make it do the right thing. But yeah, once you have all of that rolling, what you'd want to do is, when you have 1,000 prestige, you can use 500 of that in the next war to raise what is called a tribal army, which is a 2.5k doom stack. Now, I don't know what size you've seen some doom stacks at, but 2.5 early on, like in the early 700-800s, is really amazing. And any bonus troops that you get, like, you know the troops that you can get for raising religious zeal in an area? Or for doing the stewardship option as well? You can chain those in from one war to another to make sure that all those event troops or the tribal armies don't disappear after a war. Basically what you would do here is, when you're getting close to the end of a war, where you're taking someone as a tribute, if you have one of those bonus stacks, you would get them into place for like the final capture, then initiate another tributary war and call in all of your allies to that tributary war, when you're near 100%, so that way once you hit that 100%, you can finish the war, but you already have another war called. Because as long as you are still at war, all those bonus troops or the tributary, or not tributary, but the bonus troops and or tribal armies won't disband as long as there's a active war going on. It's honestly kind of a cheap exploit, but it's really great. We're going to see the realm prosper because we can't really afford to go to war right now. We can form Portugal. Hell yes. Oh, that's titular? Okay, damn it. Yeah, if it doesn't show two separate tributary options, though, then there should only be one tributary option. And in vanilla, one tributary option would do exactly what I'm talking about for the prestige farming. Basically, the only time you'd want to, after that first Doom stack of tribal army that you purchase is rolling, you would still want to keep gaining the prestige, only purchasing troops as necessary. You'd maybe spend about 1,000 overall, because oh, let's see here. Get our friend converted. Easier to get them happier than it was. Yeah. And just like that, we're nearly out of money. But we should have some people who are. Ooh, yikes. So, okay, we got the council a little bit more under control. Holy shit, someone who is a part of the Holy Order that we basically control is kind of getting on fast for our territory. Kind of interesting. But yeah, one thing I would say, Battlemoth, is if you check out me and Atraitus's videos, Atraitus has, of course, I have VODs over here and on YouTube using the same username. If you check out Atraitus's page over at youtube.com/AtraitusGaming, that will show a lot of what we're talking about too in the earlier stages where we set all that up. Unfortunately, we got forced into war by that, and we knew that that was going to happen. Yeah, we got some excellent little strategies we've been pulling off in the meantime for how we get some of that actually work. Oh, Nomad Agitation at its finest. All right, the Don Juan of Tortage. That's what I'm nicknaming Mr. Beltrano of Sarkel. Build that castle holding right there because we ain't going to have the. Oh hey, tribal stuff. Yes. By the way, one of the things you're going to want to do if you when you start yours is make sure to put gold into your hill forts and market villages early on because you're going to get the defense and economy going strong, and that strong economy, especially with having this entire group of islands as your tributary until your first couple rulers die each time, will really help. But of course, the biggest thing that prestige farming does too, by the way, is while you have all that grown, you can use all that prestige to buy this kind of stuff up early on, heavily. Your training grounds to give you additional levy and garrison. So of course, this training ground, because it's a tribal training ground, doesn't work like the feudal training grounds that actually give you troop retinue, which is alright from the beginning because you really don't end up with retinue in the beginning, so that's fine. So building that up, building the war camp, practice range, and weaponsmith up with all that farmed prestige works so well and gives you... Huh. What options do you see, just out of curiosity, for war? List off any of the war options that you see. I certainly hope they didn't change it into a DLC thing. Possibly. Yes. Vatican assisted tributaries. Right as they took over a new tributary, that's fucking great. I'm not that kind of lad. We're gonna forbid ourselves to lead any armies, just so that way we can't end this some bullshit down the road. We do have Shattered Retreat off too, to give you a heads up, which is why a lot of stuff is going a lot quicker. say something clever and then not be that kind of lad. Right? Ain't that kind of empire, or emperor. Wow. We ain't that kind of empire. Shit, Harley says. That kind of ranks up there with Bob's accidental, who will burn the heretics at the stake. Like it. Really, this guy? What a fucking punk. Talk about a doom stack. Talk about a doom stack right there. There's your doom stack. This 26k vassal. Oh, that could work out well, actually. Oof. Maybe we'll do that just to keep the King of Italy on our side? Whoa. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. I see what just happened here. Oh yeah. I noticed that. Oh. This guy, such a tool. Fine, we'll make all of his underlings pissed off at how many titles he has. Let's see how someone else likes it for one. Alright. That was Duchy of Beja, right? That is Duchy of Beja, good. Move the own. Yes, this is the one that I wanted to do. Grant him the Viceroyalty of Leon. There we go. And then, what we do here, Battlemoth, is we do cut these into VODs later on, so of course I'm going to give a quick little brief closing, whatnot, and then you're going to hear a bunch of type, and then we'll be right back to it. So I just wanted to give you a heads up that when I do a quick little, oh hey, we're Audi 5000 or so, it's not like, oh hey, shit, his video's ending. I guess I'll go, because we're still going to be cranking at this for a couple hours on our end, actually. So Alright, there we go. And to everyone watching this on the pod end of things, thank you once again for stopping by. Catch you on the flip side. We will return triumphantly.